I'm starting with a just basic monoprint. I did this on a jelly plate with an actual fern leaf, and I decided that it wasn't interesting enough for me. So I started adding some color to it. The first layer, of course, was yellow, and then I'm putting this reddish orange color over the top of it. And I'm playing with nuances in the texture that's in the background. There actually was quite a bit of texture there, and it will continue to show through because as I'm applying this paint, I'm using a considerable amount of matte medium in with the color. So that makes the colors more transparent, and you can see how this background, the texture that was in it, is going to remain through the whole process of adding these layers of color. It does change a little bit the nuances of the green where it got a little heavy. That's what I was trying to do, was take that heaviness and bring it out into more of the piece rather than just in the center there. This was actually the first time I'd ever done a monoprint with an actual live leaf, and so I learned a lot from it. But I wasn't going to let that stop me from going ahead and creating something over the top of this and enjoying the process, as well as making it something that I feel is more finished and more, I guess for lack of a better word, more sellable. I have added a little bit of white right here. It's a little too much. I didn't really care for it so much, so I went in and I started lifting off with just a clear brush, no paint, just water. And then I tapped it with the paper towel just to release those higher edges of it. Now I've switched mediums. I'm not painting on it anymore. I'm using a marker, and I am creating texture in cross hatches, dots, and lines. And I started down in the bottom corner. I actually want the bottom to have more weight to it, so it feels like there's movement from the top to the bottom in values. And so I turn the paper around when I want to see things from a different perspective. I recommend this to all my students to make sure that you are turning your work in different directions so that you can see things that you wouldn't see if you just continued to paint it right side up. So another little trick I recommend is stepping back away from your work. So here you can see I'm just getting playful and kind of scribbly with the lines. I've turned it again. I'm looking at it from different perspectives. I'm adding simplicity, just real random, kind of sketchy lines to it. And then I'm revisiting the value scale. So I really want it to be heavier at the bottom and work its way up to being lighter. And here is the finished product.